So yeah, the girl is called Dusty Miller, and she's out to look for her brother, who is a freedom fighter who is obsessed on finding Bin Laden because he thinks he's not dead. Why? And I am not making this up. He read it on the internet. Wow! Do I even need to reason how stupid that is? We then cut to said freedom fighter as he watches some zombies through binoculars that are only about 20 feet away from him. And he sneaks up on one of the zombies and takes the bag which has some paper in it. We then cut back to our heroes as they explain. Nothing.
So, what's going on here?
Do you want to be a bit more specific?
Okay, how about The Walking Dead to begin with?
Some run.
That's classified.
Oh,
What? Zombies are classified? I'm sorry, but we clearly see that this is an outbreak, and I'd like to think the moment zombies are in the real world, the world media would basically be going, holy shit, zombies are real. Gather all your ammunition, we're gonna have to survive as much as we can. You can't keep something like that hidden, movie. Nothing like that would be kept hidden, especially with today's modern internet. This would be known very quickly. I can understand why some missions and weapons are kept classified by the military, but I would like to think The Walking Dead is something they'd not like to keep hush hush. We then cut back to our freedom fighter as he looks at a map that leads God knows where, as he stumbles across a young boy.
Shouldn't you be in school or something?
Yes, why aren't you in school during the zombie apocalypse?
What are you doing here?
أنا أحب حفر البلاد. أنا أحب أسرتي.
I have no idea what you just said.
Oh, God. You decided to become a freedom fighter in Iraq and you didn't bother to learn the language? Moron! You are a moron! But then he finds the kid's family. We hope you enjoyed this 3-minute subplot because it leads absolutely nowhere and is never brought up again. It's just filler. In fact, a lot of this movie is just filler, when it barely hits an hour and a half. It's just a group of heroes talking for a bit about nothing really, and then we cut to one of them shooting and killing a zombie. Rinse and repeat. So the next day our ragtag group of heroes fight off some more zombies, but the British guy gets bitten.
That's for getting bit. I was supposed to have your babies.
Oh my God. That is the most unromantic thing that has ever been uttered by a female voice. Again, this is supposed to be some really sad death scene, but we know very little about him, so how the hell are we supposed to care? But with him out the way, our team literally does the dumbest thing you could ever do in a horror film.
Based upon our rations, I think we should divide up into 2 faster-moving, quieter units. And before we start campaigning or complaining, let's discuss our options.
I think first
I think DC's right. Splitting up increases the chances of at least one team making it to the militia camp.
No! Splitting up makes you less protective. You don't have as many weapons and you don't have as many people watching your back. So really, you're more likely going to die. And what do you know, that's exactly what happens. But instead of one of them getting killed because of a zombie, they get killed because of the Taliban, who are also in this movie, fire an RPG at them, which should blow them into pieces, but the worst it does is kill one of them with a bit of shrapnel. And again, we're supposed to feel sorry, but we don't. Anyway, the other group comes across the girl's brother and they ride in a truck he just so happens to stumble across, but it breaks down straight away, so again, pointless. But then our heroes meet up again pretty quickly, which makes splitting up look even more stupid and pointless. But with the brother and sister reunited, the sister tries to convince the brother to come home.
If you care about me, will you come home?
Because I care about you. I can't.
I mean, don't you know, everything you read on the internet is fact? Also, the sister and the shirtless guy kiss, even though they show very little romantic chemistry. And then we cut to our movie trying to be artsy. Slow motion. But yeah, it turns out to be a dream. I wish I could wake up from this nightmare. So the brother leaves the group to fight the Taliban by himself. Why? Because I think the zombies have a higher IQ than he does. And he gets caught straight away, but the guard forgot to put bullets in his gun, and he stabs the guard and shoots the gate open, letting the zombies in. And he stabs the guard and shoots the gate open, letting the zombies in.
Thank you, Call of Duty.
He did not just say that. So anyway, the others go after him and find the Taliban leader recording a message.
عكس لازم أقول لكم أنه القاعدة هو قوي جدا وإن شاء الله يمكن أن نكون أقوى لأن يسكن أسامة.
Oh god, that's gotta be the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Oh, and while that's going on, another one dies. Don't care. So while the others run away because of an airstrike that we only now just find out about, but the brother goes back and blocks the door behind him, even with zombies in the same room as him. You want to die, don't you? And he does, firing an RPG at point blank range at Ozombie. Oh, and you want to know how long the Ozombie, the title character of the film, who's on the cover of the DVD box and his name is the title of the movie, you want to know how long he's in the movie? 48 seconds. Fuck you, movie. But yeah, with the zombies destroyed, our heroes head for home and wait, no, you cannot survive being blown up by an RPG at point blank range. No, you are dead. You should be painted all over that cave. You are dead. You blew up. You died. Ex-living. You are no longer here. Good God, roll the end credits. And that was Ozombie. Boy, aren't you glad that got funded. The characters are so dull, and they seem to be blind to the amount of zombies that just seem to pop out the hell out of nowhere. The acting is god-awful. The action scenes are just so stupid to watch, with all the fake Adobe blood and laughable ways they use these guns, as well as the zombies just looking like guys with cheap makeup on. This idea could work if it was a goofy movie, but no, this film wants to be taken seriously. It's supposed to be a serious film. By trying to make us care about characters who die, but we know nothing about them, so how can we care? I can't even say this movie is so bad it's good. It's just bad. God-awfully bad. So if you see a film on a Kickstarter, read it before you think about funding it, or we'll get more shit like this. So, if you excuse me, I'm Alexthehunted, and I've got to go find out what happened to Scottish. Never gonna get that crossover.
I was supposed to have your babies.